What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And yeah, we have another brand new SugoFest exclusive making their appearance in Treasure Cruise this week. And yeah, it just goes by another week, another week, another legend is how it's going to be in OPTC. Every single event from here on out just appearingly is going to have a SugoFest exclusive. So this is the next legend to drop. This is going to be dropping on the most recent upcoming Kizuna Clash SugoFest. So we typically don't get legends for Super Boss Kizunas. However, in January, where we had the first Super Boss Kizuna of the year, they dropped the legend of, what's his name? Don Sai and Leo. And now, moving into March's Super Boss Kizuna, we have yet again another one. So May is going to be the next Super Boss after that. May is the anniversary month, so I'm not too sure if they're going to do that this year, but obviously the anniversary is going to have a ton of legends in that main Sugo Fest. But yeah, Kalifa is going to be appearing. Now, this was a little bit of a left field one because obviously, Kalifa isn't even in Egghead at this current point in time, so it's a bit of a weird choice for them to do it. I do get the thematics of it because, obviously CP0, the whole theming with that, with Rob Lucci, Kaku, I get it, but it is still a bit of a weird choice considering she's not even really included in the arc at all. So they've only just teased this. We do have some very brief information that we can kind of surmise about what she's going to be doing, but we don't have 100% of her details at this current point in time yet. We've only got just her captain ability and just her special. So we don't have her EX super potentially, or super class, whatever it's going to be. We don't have her PvP abilities. We don't have her support effect. So we can only go through a very minor amount of details, but with that we can kind of understand what she's trying to do. So this is the Korean website. The Korean website was the first website here to actually give us the information. So this was the little image here of CP0 Kalifa. So let's go ahead and get into the information about what she's actually doing here. So of course this is translated from Korean. It's very broken English, but we can still kind of understand it. So first of all, it's going to shorten the ship's ultimate move. So shorten the ship cooldown to max at the start of the adventure, which is very similar to 10th anniversary Shanks. It increases the HP of fighters and shooters by 1.35 times and boost their attack by 5 times, and as they achieve perfects consecutively, the attack power of fighter and shooters will increase up to approximately 5.8. So it's you start off at 5 times and then you hit a perfect, it gets a slight increase, and then you hit another perfect and you get another slight increase, and you continuously do that. So if you hit all 5 of your perfects, you go up to 5.8. That's essentially how it works. So you start off at 5 and you progressively get stronger throughout the turn, right? So that's how it works. And then it says, at the end of the turn, you recover HP equal to 1.5 times this character's recovery per perfect. So if we go ahead and pull up the calculator real quick, and we can just guess, let's say she has 700 recovery, times that by 1.5, and then that's 1,000 healing, and then if you hit 6 perfects, you can times that by 6, and you can get 6,300 heal per turn. If you're using the host ship, you can get an additional 2,000 per turn. If you get auto healing from your sockets, that's an additional 1,000. Almost 10,000 healing per turn is quite good. And then also, she has the ability where it says the crew's HP can be recovered up to twice the maximum amount. So it's basically, overhealing, but that's essentially all it does. Now, overhealing and the way that, you heal per perfect, it's not as important these days as it was, let's say, 6-7 years ago, back, in the older style of Treasure Cruise. The way that the game is currently played right now, where it's the booster meta up against all that content, you just don't need captain abilities to do this. Of course, there's probably going to be gimmicks in the upcoming Kizuna where you want to try and maintain your HP. There's probably some stupid gimmick where it's if your HP is below a certain threshold, you get additional gimmicks. So, using Kalifa in this way is probably going to help you in that manner. Or if you're on double Kalifa, I don't know why you would, but if you did, you could potentially get tons of healing, 15,000 plus healing per turn with overhealing is pretty cool. But the captain ability doesn't have any crazy utility piece, and that's really the biggest shame here. So as a captain Probably not going to be super useful. It does make the ship max at the start of the adventure. This in tandem with a character like Lucci and Luffy, for example, being able to captain shift, start off as Kalifa, and then switch her out in the middle of the adventure. That would be the best way to abuse a character such as this. Now, of course, we don't know what her EX super / super type super class is, and I'm going to assume that it's going to be an ability that can be activated while the character is a crewmate, and if that is the case, then yeah, perfect synergy with Lucci and Luffy, and then, you know, ideally you'd run like Zoro Kaku as a friend captain. That's what I am kind of understanding is going to be the way forward using a character such as this. That's my complete guess, right? So that's the captain ability. As we said, not really a lot going on. Max ship special, HP, attack boost, and then healing every time you hit a perfect with overhealing. Like, it's very simple. It doesn't do a whole lot. However, when we get to the special ability, things change quite a bit. This ship, this special does quite a fair amount. So first of all, the ultimate move, and it says it ignores delay nullification, and then delay immunity, and status nullification, or like all immunity, and all immunity effects other than specific status nullification effects. And then it will apply paralysis for 2 turns, which gives a 60% chance to negate the enemy's action. And it will also delay all enemies for 2 turns. So 2-turn paralysis, 2-turn delay is incredibly good. One thing I want to pull up the database real quick, because I want to have a look at the most recent legend that dropped, being the Luffy and Lucci. Now, I know that this character does provide a conditional boost. What's the conditional boost for? Is it this? This is super tight. Yeah, so the conditional boost for this guy is you get the 2.25 times conditional boost against enemies that are delayed or paralyzed. So, you know, obviously you've got Kalifa here, which can literally do both of those things, which is kind of strange. I guess you can use this with Lucci and Luffy, and then you can have Zoro Kaku, and they provide the defense down conditional boost. Obviously, you get like cool effects in regards to that. So, okay, very, very good though. Being able to provide paralysis and delay through immunity, like 2 really good debuffs, is quite good. Also deals 200 times this character's attack power as speed damage. So that confirms that Kalifa will be a quick character. So 200 times her attack in quick damage to 1 enemy. So it's a damage dealing special as well, which is another really good thing to have. It reduces paralysis, and then it says blockage. I'm not too sure what this means. My assumption is it's going to be bind. I'm going to assume it's going to be paralysis and bind, as well as chain coefficient increase reduction effects on the crew by 6 turns. So great utility there. And then it says triples the attack power of speed, dynamic, fighter, and shooter. I'm going to assume this is quick dex, fighter, and shooter for 1 turn. But then it says if the crew has an effect of attack increase when you launch the special, instead it's going to give you a 3 times orb boost for quick dex, fighter, shooter for 1 turn. And then if you have an attack boost and an orb boost when you launch the special, it says if they make 3 consecutive perfect attacks within the turn, the attack power of quick dex, fighter, and shooter characters when they tap successfully is doubled for 1 turn thereafter. So this is a lot to break down, right, in terms of what's going on. So first of which, at a bare minimum, you're going to get a 3 times attack boost for quick dex, fighter, shooter, which is good. If you have an attack boost, you get the orb boost, you know, the redundancy effect. So if you have X effect, you get the Y effect instead. If you can get attack boost, you'll get an orb boost instead. But the other effect here at the end is super interesting. Now, of course, as I mentioned, the translation is a little choppy, but if I am understanding this correctly, this is very, very reminiscent to Uta, the Halloween Uta. I recently pulled this unit and was testing this character out, and this character has a really crazy ability right here at the bottom, where it says, so it says increases tap timing, and then for 1 turn, depending on the tap timing, and boost tap timing attack of cerebral and driven characters by 2.25 following a chain of good and good attacks for 1 turn. So this is a new type of an attack boost, which stacks with other attack boosts. What this means is so long as you hit in the order of good and then a good tap, you will get a 2.25 times tap timing attack boost, which is different to a regular attack boost. So if I'm understanding this correctly, this is going to be very similar to the Halloween Uta, where after you hit 3 perfects, you just get an additional 2 times multiplier for quick dex, fighter, and shooter. So if you're just imagining, this character can potentially provide you a 3 times attack boost or a 3 times orb boost, as well as a 2 times additional attack boost that can stack on top of everything else. That seems crazy. This special ability goes so hard. Like, if we just recap all of what this character is doing, it's doing paralysis for 2 turns, delay for 2 turns, both going through immunity, damage dealing special, paralysis, I'm assuming this is bind, and then chain coefficient removal by 6. Then you get the attack boost or the orb boost, on top of potentially getting yourself the tap timing attack boost as well. In order to get that, you need an attack boost and an orb boost when you launch the special, which is not that hard to do, all things considered. This is a very powerful ability. Very, very powerful ability. So I'm really excited to see what else this character has, because as we said, at this current point in time, we don't have her super class, super type. We don't have her support ability. We don't know what she's going to do in Rumble. So again, her potential abilities as well could be a big thing. Like, she could have some really good utility ones, like fear reduction with some good crewmate abilities. She may have rush. She may have super tandem. She may have final tap. We don't know. But if she's trying to synergize with Zoro Kaku and Lucci Luffy, it's hard to imagine what she would have. You know, we had the Seraphim come out, the S-Snake, who had rush. Maybe this character has rush. If this character has rush, it has perfect synergy with Lucci Luffy and Zoro Kaku. So I'm excited to see the rest of her abilities. As it stands right now, she seems pretty good. Like, that's a really powerful special ability. The captain ability is a massive letdown, but that doesn't matter because we have so many other good characters in the game with good captains. Like, there are plenty of characters that I value quite highly with bad captain abilities, but they have so many other powerful abilities on top of that with a really good special or other abilities that can really carry the unit, right? Like, for example, characters like Toki, characters like Hiyori, right? There's so many good units that are like that. And Kalifa, that's a really good special ability that she has. Of course, when we get the full information for you guys, I'll definitely give it to you guys in a separate video. When we get the data download for Kalifa, we are likely going to get the data download for the Super Evolution of Sober Mask, so that's all going to be coming together in one combo, so I'm really looking forward to that one. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the video today. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.